Good evening, my name is Kima Mura, and I'll be singing Quel giorno, ognor rammento from Rossini's Semiramide. At the beginning of this opera, King Nino has just passed away. And Queen Semiramide and her high priest has called everybody into the temple. This is where the princes and other men are vying to be the new king. And Semiramide is not buying that, so she sent out Arsace to come. And this is when he comes in, he brings a casket of his father and tells everybody his love for Atzema and how he saved her from the barbarians and how he should be king.
Sure, we'll get to the rest. I definitely don't want to leave you guys hanging, but this is a long aria. There's a lot of land to cover. So tell me again who Arsace is?
He is a commander of an army.
Of a big army?
Yeah, the big Assyrian army.
So he's powerful.
Very powerful. Some say that he could be the lost prince.
What does that mean? I mean, like...
Well, King Nino, they had a son who was
lost. But like out of like the details and the history and the story, like what does it mean about the kind of man he is?
he has a strict moral. He knows who he is. He knows how to project and speak to his army.
Do you think he has mom issues?
A little bit.
Probably a little bit. And his dad is dead, you know.
Yeah.
Just for anybody who hasn't put together the pieces, Semiramide, who has said Arsace is going to win everything and I'm going to take him for my husband, happens to be his mother. She just forgot it or didn't know it or doesn't recognize him, whatever. So there's issues here. She has issues later on when she finds out. But this is a very complicated man. What is so easy in this kind of repertoire is to just get into the formula of it and show off vocally and just try and get to the end in one piece, right? Okay, but you're better than that, and we have to bring it to the next level. So one of the things, we talked about this morning, that I've always said about bel canto repertoire, and sometimes opera in general, the plot, sometimes we go, oh, really? Really? The plots are there to give this incredible rich tapestry of exaggerated emotions. And I've yet to find one false emotion in opera. Sometimes you have to kind of go, okay, it's the mother and the son, yeah, okay, and she dies but doesn't really die. Yeah, I mean, we kind of go that. But if you take the emotional landscape of what they do, right? So when you, this is your first appearance in the opera, yeah?
Yes.
So just talk me through this first line. A quel giorno, ognor rammento di mia gloria e di contento.
Yeah, he's talking about basically once upon a time. On this day, it was very glorious. And
Is today glorious?
no, not today.
Okay, this is really important. A quel giorno, when Babylonia was great. Let's make it great again. You know? It's like, okay?
Right.
So you're not a fantastic countertenor auditioning for something. You need to come in as the army general. You people, do you remember? Do you remember my glory? How good it felt? Trust me, I'll get us there again. I've got a Zema by my side. You know, we need swagger.
Okay.
We're gonna get vocal swagger, but I need to now see it in your body. Do you mind to take off your jacket?
Sure.
And can you roll up your sleeves? Yep.
Get this button undone.
Oh yeah, it's, if you can't, that's no problem. And I'm not gonna say it, but it's just like, let's do that. It's been a long day. You had to march through a lot of desert and there were a lot of camels and things like that, and you're tired, but you're a general, okay? And these are your people. Just a measure or so. And just lean in and just feel this, yeah. And the great thing is, there's your breath. So just let it drop. That's all right. Because also when we start coordinating it differently, it takes a while to get our coordination, okay? So the whole thing is this. Instead of being relaxed and sitting back, which is, I felt, part of this is for your vocal production, and I love that there's this ease and there's smoothness, okay? But there has to be authority with this, okay? One more time. Lots of consonants.
Sorry.
Good. stand up. Go.
Che fra barbari poti reoli sarbari.
Tell me.
L'involava in cui si braccia
Take your seat. Take your throne.
al suo vile rabitori. Io sentio contro mio core e suo core palpitò.
Make me listen. Get up, Tim. Come tell me.
Io sentio
I don't think you can do it.
contro mio core
I don't think you have them.
e suo core palpitò.
I'm not going to follow you into battle.
E suo core palpitò.
Like, where's the guy who was talking about verdant pastures and everything? That was Isn't it glorious to like be able to go into all these different worlds? You know, yesterday you had us in tears. All right, let's go. I'm ready. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Yeah, yeah. I bet it does. It feels like we have our Sache here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, our Sache started. I would follow you into battle there. I'm not going to follow pretty singing key into battle, right? We're going to talk about love. We're going to talk about triumph. But you have to, especially because it's your first entrance, right? We don't know who you are. And quite frankly, if you do this on stage, we're going to be like, whoa, wait, is that really a guy? Like, it'll take us a little while to figure out because it's not normal to have a countertenor sing this. But because we were talking about repertoire today, right? It's, you want to sing this role, and I know you do, and oh my gosh, I hope you get to do that. But you're going to have to convince us. Why you over Daniela Barcelona? Right. You know? Daniela Barcelona, I will follow her into battle when she sings this role. Not that it's a competition. I don't mean to imply that, right? But it means when you present this, the casting director goes, why have we never thought of this? It's perfect. It may not be usual, but it's perfect in the way you present it. And you need this authority. You need this swagger, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, we're getting the swagger, and I want to go back and connect the breath a little bit, right. Okay? Sometimes 2 steps forward, and we lose a few of the building blocks. Fine. You know where those 2 steps forward are. Now we'll come back and go back and put on our gloves and do some surgery, okay? Right. I've not used, this is a clean pencil. Can I give you this?
Sure.
Can we go back into the Deb world where we did this yesterday? And I want you to sit this way and sit on the edge. So this goes in your mouth comfortably. Yeah. And you're going to lean back here. With your hands. Remember we did on the back part of the chair? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you're just going to use that as like figuring out where your body is. And when you breathe in, you're going to just kind of lean into it and keep kind of the tension going and just see what that does to your body. So just on ah, on E, whatever, on the vowels, don't put the consonants in. Might hurt yourself. Good breath. Easy. Stop. Breathe. Go. One gesture. Keep going. One gesture. Stop. Breathe. One. Go. Oh, get good. Spin. Stop. Spin. 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 Stop. Breathe. Good. Yeah, how's that feel? You feel the settledness? Yeah. You can take that out for now. This is the dance that we have to do as singers, because we get excited and we act, and then it's like, wait, where'd my breath go? Right? So you just stop. You know where that step is. You'll go back there. Come back and settle. Now let's go back and let's see if we can put those things together. But let's do it. Let's take out the pencil and let's put it back on the words. Okay? But still, does this help you? Do you feel this? Yeah? Actually, let me try something different. Still sitting. You're going to come over. Can you? No, this is tricky. Stay where you are. But can you kind of twist and find this side of the chair? No, stay forward, but twist your upper torso just as much as you can. With your other arm, reach here. Yeah. Here's where you're going to breathe. And you're going to turn as fast or as slow as you need to make it to this side by the end of one phrase. Okay. Makes sense? Kind of what Maya was doing with that yesterday. Okay, so here.
Breathe, I'm back here.
Yeah, when you breathe, you have contact with the chair. And we'll stop with each phrase. Let yourself, it's so important that you stop on the breath and stop without stopping the sound in your throat. Stop it forward. Then give your body a chance to coordinate what it is to just drop and feel the breath. If you train it slowly and without the of that, and train it and train it and train it, pretty soon when you go faster, your body goes, I know what that is, and it's ready to go. But it just slow it down and give it some training, space. Okay, so take a good breath. You'll feel all along here. Yeah, okay, and. But you have to start moving on the first. Okay? Keep it smooth. It takes a little while to coordinate. If it's easier to stand and do this too, you can.
Yeah, let's try that.
You want to try standing? Okay? So perfect.
Quel giorno, ognor
Stop. Breathe. No, right from there. Breathe and come back.
Wrong words.
Yeah. Di mia gloria.
Di mia gloria e di contanto.
Breathe. Breathe. Go. Oh, wow, what a lovely lesson. I dare say Marilyn Horne would enjoy that very much. That's beautiful when you go down into the mix. That's great. We'll work on getting it a little bit more smooth, but I know you can do that. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Do you feel this connection happening there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I was not taking enough breath downwards. Yeah, I was kind of like.
Yeah. I remember in the Orfeo the first day, we were all admiring. You just went bloop. Mm-hmm. So I think in the Orfeo, you've probably been singing that a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a little bit more in your body. So we want to put that ease into this instead of thinking these are long, slow lines that I have to tank up for, right? Just bloop, and then you go. Mm-hmm. Okay? I want to do one other thing with this, and then I want to continue on this whole thing. You remember yesterday we talked about threading through all the consonants and all of this because we need more legato in this. So it's a little bit easier in the English because we have so many diphthongs and soft, mushy consonants, where'er you walk, this kind of thing. In the Italian, we still want to get that. So, quel giorno di. No breaks, no gaps, no little hesitations. And we're going to look at the music just because I want to make sure you get all those notes. Okay? So, breathe when you need, and when you breathe, don't rush it. Stop and just pick up in the line where you are because it's a slow work. Okay? So, spinning with this sensation of really suspended, dropping, and we're going to thread the notes.
quel
Vowel.
giorno,
Yes.
ognor, rammento.
Do you hear what happens? Slide, in this case, for this moment and this purpose, we're going to slide and make it really lugubrious.
Okay.
We're going to feel every millisecond of that. This is training our brain, and it's training our voice to what it is to not abandon or let go here, okay? Or to lighten up. So let's do rammento, and feel the M and the R, all of that connected on this same low, free breath. You feel how connected that is? Nothing's taken for granted, and it's not automatic. Because automatic for you is a little bit, I'm exaggerating, but that. So you want to train it in. To train that in. When you get up to full speed, it may go back into your old habit, but that information of real legato is in there. Okay? So this may not be where you end up, but it's important information for the brain and for the voice. It's easy, right? Yeah, you kind of have to let the foot off the gas a little bit to keep it oozy between the notes. So don't drive it, okay? Rammento again, and... Yes, you feel that? Do that again. Here, every millisecond. Don't let one go. You got the first group, and the second one you went into your automatic pattern, okay? Slide. Yes. Here. Breathe. You hear that? And then what starts happening is all of it's moving on one direction versus tanto it's so inefficient. So efficient. One tube, one core in the sound, and it's just going through that. How does it feel?
Feels easy.
This is good. This is a lot of slow work, and it's just laying the foundation, because then when you put up the speed, you're going to be connected to your breath. Your brain's going to know where to go. Your voice is going to know which tube to follow. Can we, I want to go jump ahead. L'involava, but in this same way. I don't feel like I'm changing pitch, okay? Again, just exercise. Let's see what that feels like. Just a couple times. Do you feel where you let up? Okay? This is a great way for you to work, because it's going to give you much more legato, and so the coloratura is going to be even more brilliant, because it's going to be connected to the breath. It's going to travel further. This isn't, again, how you sing it in performance, but I would work this way every day and never take this up to tempo for a month.
Okay.
Not for a month, I wouldn't sing it up to tempo. Except we're going to go on and on because we want to hear you do it now. But starting tomorrow, let's try this one. The bottom system, il suo cuore. So, what's the il? Il suo cuore. And go fast and slow, go whatever, anything, so that there's no drop of anything in direction. It's all like a drill. Okay? Il suo cuore. Beautiful. Yeah, fantastic on the first group, and when you get into the middle voice, you feel how you want to step it.
Yeah.
Yeah? See how it feels? Take all your time without foot off the gas a little bit, but keep threading it. Pulp. Yeah, that's mixing much better now. Do you feel that? And that we don't hear the gear shift that way. The other thing you can do is go down on chromatics. And you find out where the groove wants to happen and just keep it on the breath and it'll go. It's another way to work this, you know? So I would love to go into the allegro and see where we go. And I'm just going to kind of work with you out here.
Yeah.
But, you know, put that legato work in your head for your own time. Take this swagger work and this temperament and let's see where that leads you now. Yeah? Okay. What's the reason for this change of tempo, of why do we go into this space?
After he's got through just telling why you're all wrong, this is how we can make it right.
Great.
And how I'm going to make it right.
Okay, this is the rally speech. Freedom!
Yeah.
Okay. That's from Braveheart. You'll Google it later. Swagger. Yeah. Yo, yeah. Okay, that's a perfect example, right? You know, I mean, this could be military. Kanjo. Like, are you people listening? Make us listen with that repetition.
Okay.
You know, kanjo. Da, dun, da. And we're back also to Errol Flynn here with that. Okay? Here we go. Great. Have to help us make that transition. Bing. Now take your time and set up this new thought, this new harmony, okay?
Okay.
So give us the phrase before that. Yeah, right there, and feel the next. just wait. We love that. Dum, bum. Feel it down. One gesture. One gesture. Swagger. How's it feel? Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever sung this in public before? In public?
I sung it for the Met competition.
Ah, you got the encouragement award.
Yep.
Yeah. What else did you sing?
The Julius Caesar.
Oh, super. I didn't get to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, send me a recording. I mean, because the thing about this is you know, there's a lot happening, and it's so easy to go higher on the breath, and we've seen you with this low breath. So that's just a matter of sometimes putting it back in, go back into this legato, feel what that is. And then I think sometimes, because the Rossini in particular is so chopped up, that it's easy to go short, 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 and we start stacking here. So this is why I keep saying one gesture. Just one gesture. Simplify it. Simplify it, simplify it. Your voice knows how to move. You work those notes in slowly, but then to coordinate the breath, just simplify it. One thing, one phrase, breathe, one phrase, breathe, and just go about it that way. But it's exciting. There is, when you sing it the way you did the first time, I kind of go, I don't know why you're singing this aria. The second, you get the swagger in there, and like a general I might kind of be scared of. Like, okay. Then I understand why you're singing this, okay? But sometimes when we kind of come and we do it halfway, it's better not to do it.
Right.
I've said it before, opera is not an art form or a way of life or an experience that you can do it halfway. It's terrible. Just between us. It's insufferable when we can't figure out, why are these people screaming at each other? What's the point? You know? So you have to own it, and you have to own it with utter conviction. Whether it's a character you identify with or not, or you can understand, just do your best role play and get in there and just, you know, what is it like to be a soldier in a dusty Babylon with a weird mother? But get in there and roll up your sleeves and do it and find out, like, whatever you need to do to kind of make sense. And then you have to sell it. And I'm telling you, you changed your body position a little bit, but the main change was in the eyes. Did you guys see that? The main change was here, and you sort of went from, hi, I'm a really nice guy from Kentucky, I'm Key, nice to meet you, to like, And when you were with, that's what we need. And you're the only one that can bring that to your audition, to your competition, to whatever. Make sense?
Yeah.
Key, you gave us Gluck, you gave us Orfeo, and you gave us this sublime experience yesterday, and now Arsace. I mean, I think one of your challenges is going to be deciding where you want to go in terms of repertoire and in terms of the stages around you. And, you know, Key is somebody who came to this decision to sing a little bit late. You know, do you stay in school? Do you go for programs? Do you start auditioning? And like so many singers as well, how do I finance it? How do I make all of this happen? We talked this morning that we're in an industry that is changing rapidly, and the old formula doesn't necessarily work anymore, or it works on a very short-term way. You go to the Young Artist program, and then they give you a couple leading roles, but does that last? But we're also in an age where you can be very innovative, and you can create your own projects, you can create your own opportunities, you can create interest in what you have to say. I mean, I think, I don't know all of your situation, but where you are, you already started a gospel choir or gospel community or something in college, 2009.
Right.
Start something at home where you sing for people, you know? Go to audition for Salzburg, audition for Athens Opera, I don't know, but just you are now at this point. Don't rely on the world to figure it out for you. You figure out what you want to do. Because I tell you, we're here to listen. And I think to help in any way that we can for what your next step might be. But I know, I speak for so many of us here, you touched us in a wonderful way with the beauty and the purity and the honesty of your singing. And we just want to see you just fly with that in whatever you do. Yeah?
Yeah.